Hello Africa, hello everyone, welcome once more to another video on the Business in Africa YouTube channel. Today's edition or today's episode of my business talk is going to be something very special. Today I'll be talking about Tanzania and Uganda. Yeah, which is better, right? I will be giving my opinion about these two countries and which is better for your agricultural project. I mean, there are so many criteria that you can use, but these are mine, putting that out there. And of course, you get to use this information, and of course, you might use that to make your decision which country you want to invest in. I am not saying that either of these countries are bad, right? That's not what I'm trying to say, because I'm here for Africa. I'm here to showcase the whole of Africa. What I'm saying is that look at my statistics, look at my comparison, and then decide for yourself, okay? Now, we'll be talking about Tanzania and Uganda. These are all East African countries, and these both countries have got a wide range of network in terms of trade, okay? But if you want to get into agriculture, then these following points might be something that you should look into. Now, looking at Tanzania and Uganda, they both have ports, right? Like both of them, you can actually import goods into these countries directly. So first on my list, I'm going to look at population. Of course, if you want to do business anywhere, you probably want to go to where you are going to have customers, especially agricultural business. So if we look at population, you realize that, the population of the two countries, Tanzania has a population of 59 million people as compared to 45 million people in Uganda. So that already tells you that there are more bellies or more mouths to feed in Tanzania as compared to Uganda, okay? So just based on this, you can already see where you want to go set up your agricultural business. The second on my list is the surface area. Tanzania has a bigger surface area as compared to Uganda, okay? Tanzania has about 941,000 square kilometers of land, and not up to 40% has been used, okay? So a lot of land is still available for big agricultural projects as compared to 241,000 square kilometers for Uganda. So, that just says that Uganda is a far more smaller country as compared to Tanzania, right? So if you want to do your agricultural business, then you should think of Tanzania when it comes to where you can get the acres of land. So guys, let's go to point number 3. But before I go to point number 3, hey, I just want to ask you, have you downloaded the books on Amazon Kindle yet? If you're an investor, then these books are tools that you must have. The unique business ideas for every African country. In this book, you're going to find all the business ideas that you can invest in each African country for just $9.99, okay? And of course, you have the African Business Startup BRAINBOX, which is also a handy tool. And in here, you're going to find all the procedures and timelines and documents that you need to create companies in each African country. So what are you waiting for? Click on the links in the description box below and then go on Amazon Kindle and download that. Those are my books, of course. If you do that, you'll be supporting me as well to keep creating content on this channel, okay? So now let's look at point number 3. And on point number 3 about Tanzania and Uganda, I will be talking about the GDP, okay? GDP is the gross domestic product of a country. For Tanzania, we have about 70 million US dollars as GDP, and for Uganda, it's just about 45 million US dollars. So that goes to tell you that the Tanzanian government is really investing into local production. Either way you want to look at it, this is an indicator that the Tanzanian economy is doing fairly better than the Ugandan economy, okay? So if you want to invest in agriculture, look at the GDP, and of course you should be going for Tanzania here. My point number 4 is going to be the ease of doing business. Of course, as a foreigner or somebody who wants to just pop into these countries and set up your agricultural project, then you should be looking at the ease of doing business. Tanzania ranks number 141 out of 190 countries on the ease of doing business, while Uganda is 116th position. I mean, that shows that Uganda has a very it's easier to do business in Uganda than to do business in Tanzania. So based on this, of course, you might as well, start looking at Uganda when it comes to the ease of doing business. My 5th point here is the fact that in both countries, it's not possible for foreigners to actually own land, okay, because of their law. But of course, you can actually lease a land for 99 years. I mean, that's enough time for any agricultural project to have probably given you your return on investment, right? So in both countries, you can lease land for that long. It's not possible to actually own land like a foreigner, but you can lease land for a very long time. And land is cheaper. Land is cheaper in Uganda than in Tanzania, like farmland, okay? In terms of cost of getting the land for lease and all of that, is cheaper in Uganda. But the truth about it is that Uganda also has a higher cost of living. So you're going to have, as a single person, you're going to spend close to about $500 per month to live in Uganda, as compared to about $200 per month to live in Tanzania. So it's quite cheaper to live in Tanzania than to live in Uganda. Guys, those were my 5 things or 5 points or 5 reasons why you should invest in these countries. And if you're looking at Tanzania and Uganda, to me, I would say go in for Tanzania first. And of course, these are neighboring countries, so you can as well just slide into Uganda and invest in there as well. Remember, I said in the beginning that I am here for Africa. It's not trying to say you shouldn't invest in any of these countries. I'm just saying that if you put the two on a scale, as for me, I'll go in for Tanzania. Okay, so all my people in Tanzania, all my people in Uganda, I just want to say hello. And if you're watching this video, if there's anything here that isn't right or you want to add or something, drop it in the comment section below. Let's keep showcasing our countries to the world, and of course, we want to bring in investors as much as possible so our economies can get booming, right? So thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, you want me to do any topics, as I always say, drop it in the comment section below. I will read your comments and I'm going to do a response to that, and that is going to help the whole community here for their choices, their investment choices that they want to make, as well as if they want to invest in Africa. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello guys, hello my Business in Africa YouTube community. My name is Rufo Chifu, the CEO founder of HR Systems, and I manage this channel. For those of you who've been watching me over the years, I always talk about the best business ideas to invest in Africa. And I have been having a lot of questions from investors like you asking me, which African country should I invest in? And which business is the most profitable business to invest in Africa? I therefore decided to create this. The unique business ideas for every African country, all in one place. That's so great. So you don't need to come and ask me that question again. You just need to go on Amazon Kindle and download this book. It's not a book, it's a tool. If you're an investor and you want to invest in Africa, then you need this tool. I also decided to create this other tool right here. It's called the African Business Startup BRAINBOX, which is going to answer all the questions about the procedures to set up companies in Africa, the estimated cost, and then of course the estimated time for every African country, the 54 of them, all in one place. Guys, let's invest in 2020. I hope you grab one right now. Click on the links in the description box below and download your own copy. 2021 is supposed to be an investment year for all of us. I'll see you soon.